Hello and welcome to Finance Conversation. This is the 27th episode of the Merging Life and Money Show, and I am super excited to be here. If you are new here today, I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I helped professional women acquire and apply the relevant financial skill and knowledge they need to take control of their money, manage their finances, and understand that they can live their best life with the money they have. Thank you for joining in today. If you are watching the replay, make sure to type #replay in the chat and leave me some comments and questions. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. I come to you live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to share valuable information about how to achieve financial wellness and live your life with means and meaning. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic that affects most women. How do you manage it all? Motherhood, family, and career. To explore this important topic, I have with me a special guest, Annie Siefa, an amazing woman. Let me tell you about her. Annie's passion for business and finance led her to start Siefa Bookkeeping services in 2016, which she owns and operates. One of her missions is to help small business owners manage their finances so they can focus more on running their business. Annie is a wife. She's a mother of a 5-month-old son and lives and operates her business in Washington State. Believe it or not, despite her newly demanding family life and super busy career, Annie manages to work out at the gym, read, garden, and hike occasionally. She also volunteers at her church in the youth and women ministry, and she is also a polyglot as she speaks several languages, Mandarin being one of them. I want to be like you when I grow up, Annie. So welcome, Annie, to the Merging Life and Money Show, and welcome followers and listeners. Thank you for joining in today. So grab a pen and a notebook as you might want to take some notes and discuss them further with family members, friends, colleagues, because it is about sharing values that could benefit others. And I could tell you, as a former executive at a leading financial institution for nearly 3 decades, myself, with 2 young kids and traveling extensively at some point in my life, I was often asked, how did I do it? The answer was simple. I have to make it happen. Okay? So it was all about finding a way to integrate life and work, and it was not about striving for a perfect life. So I'm going to turn it over to Annie. She will let us out on her secret about work-life balance. So Annie, tell us, how do you manage it all?
Yeah, thank you so much, MJ, for having me on the show. I'm super excited to be here. I really appreciate the platform and giving me the opportunity to be here. So I'm going to say a little bit about me. My name is Annie Siefa. I own and operate Siefa Bookeeping services, where we've now migrated to Siefa Accounting and Business Services. So we provide a variety of bookkeeping and accounting services and business services to small business and mid-sized business owners. So we provide payroll processing, payroll tax filing, bookkeeping, year-end bookkeeping, monthly, weekly, or bi-monthly bookkeeping services. We also provide business services, right? So if a small business owner or someone is trying to start up their business, they don't know what to do or how to go about it, they can reach out to us and we can help them, set up their business as well, get their business set up with the state and on the federal level, and also myriad other financials that we do in the business, like financial reporting, making sure their chart of accounts, profit and loss statement, and balance sheet looks good. So yeah, that's what we typically do. And that's what I do, me and my team at the office. Besides working, I have a 5-month son. He is adorable. He means the world to both me and my husband. My husband is also a business owner, so he operates a fitness facility where he does more sports performance training with athletes. So both of us we're pretty busy. We have a pretty busy schedule. So I think besides having our busy schedule, I think the glue that keeps us together and keeps us going is our faith. We're both Christians. We love the Lord and we follow Jesus Christ. And just having that faith and having that belief really helps centers us. So it helps draws us back into how to manage your time, right? How to set times apart. So for me, because my little guy wakes up, sometimes he goes to bed late, sometimes he wakes up early. So try to carve out that time, especially in the morning time. That's extremely important. So I carve out morning time. I try to wake up a little bit early to pray, to read, just to worship, and just get that my environment and get the atmosphere. I call it the atmosphere, shift the atmosphere. Whenever I do that, I always know that I have my day may not be perfect, but about 95% of the time, it goes pretty smoothly. Even when hiccups comes and unexpected things come, I just, okay, Lord, it's going to be a little bit different today, but how can I recharge? How can I go back in the closet, take a deep breath and go at it again? Especially with the 5-month-old baby, it can be a lot.
Oh my God. So you are, I would say, the CEO, the chief executive of your business, based on what you said. So how do you achieve success at work?
Yeah. So I think for me, what I call success is how do I define success, right? So my goal being at work is how do I make my employee want to come to work, right? So I said, people don't leave jobs. People don't just leave jobs, they leave bosses, right? So how do I achieve success at work is how do I make my employee feel like they are part of a team? How do I make them feel welcome? How do I make them feel that they can come into a place and just be opened? So that's for me, that's why I could define our success. Because if my team, if they are happy, they feel like they're part of a team and they feel like in their place that the respect, the boss respect them and admire them and as well as appreciate them, that for me is success. So if I make my team feel respected and admire, it always produces good results at work. So that's how I define success at my work. Just making sure my employees enjoy where they're working at and basically just tell them I appreciate them.
So how many employees do you have?
So currently we have 2 full-time bookkeepers. We have a part-time accounting assistant and we have an operation. So about 4.
So you have to deal with all these lives. And so how do you do it? I mean, I understand the way that business works. Mm-hmm. But being the owner of your business, tell me, how do you cope with, they are people, they are persons, so they have issues as well, and they are quintessential to the success of your business. Mm-hmm. So what is your approach with your employees? Yeah, so my approach is, my husband always says this, my husband's kind of like, I call him he's my advisor. I always go to him when I need advice because he just has so much wisdom. He always say, make sure you're sensitive to people's emotion, right? Make sure you're sensitive and make sure you're aware of people's emotion, because sometimes it's easy to be, especially as a business owner, you can get caught up in the everyday business. So how I approach it is I try to make sure I'm always aware of how my employees are feeling. I'm always aware of their emotions, right? So let's just say, like I have one of my employees will be like, hey, something emergency happened today. Is it possible for me to leave a little bit early? I'm a mom. I think yesterday one of my employees were like, hey, I have a kid work. I know we have to finish this tax and we have a deadline, but I have a kid trouble and I have to go do something. I'm a mom. I'm like, I totally understand. Go and I'll take cover. So that may be me putting extra hours, or maybe instead of me going to bed at 10 p.m., maybe me going to bed a little bit around 11 p.m. That's fine, right? But the fact that my husband always say, make sure you're sensitive to people's emotions and also sensitive to people's need. So if your employee knows that you genuinely care about them and care about their families and care about their life outside of work, they will trust you. Not only will they trust you, but also they'll pour out into your business, right? Because
they will feel like I'm at a place that they actually care for me. So I think that for me, the goal is just being aware and being sensitive to my employees' emotions and sensitive to, taking into consideration their family and actually genuinely caring about their family and getting to know them and their family.
Great. Now that we talk about the business and the success of the business, you are also the chief operating officer of the household. So how do you cope with being a working mom?
I think how I cope primarily is my husband and I were a partner. We call ourselves a partner in life. So some days when it's been rough, or like he knows my season, every end of the quarter it's pretty hectic in our office because we have to get quarterly taxes done. He just know my career. So every quarter, at the end of the quarter, I get pretty busy. So basically what we do is we kind of trade off. So if okay, my wife's going to be pretty busy pulling out a lot of hours, he would do dinner, right? So we just have that communication in our household where, if I'm working a little bit late, he will get home, get the baby ready for bed, put him to sleep, make dinner, and as well as we do meal prepping too, especially with, running your household, making sure food is on the fire. So we do a large meal prep on Sundays where we prep a lot of our meat throughout the week. And if we do meal prep from Sunday all the way to Wednesdays, and Wednesday I work from home, I cook a bunch of meal again, and then I go throughout the week. So that's how one of the things I do at the house is meal prepping. We take turns with doing house chores. Is like if I know he's going to be working pretty late, I'll do the chores. Or if he knows I'm working pretty late, he would just take over. I said a lot of it is partnership and communicating with your partner and having that great communication and as well as respect for one another. Right, I respect his work. He respect my work. We both know we're busy, so just going back and forth, trading that off, making sure that housework gets done, as well as the most important thing, baby, right? So every Saturday, I don't work on Saturdays. I don't work on Sundays. I take that time to spend time with my son. Every Sunday we have family time where we go out, we do something as a family together every Sunday.
That's wonderful. Now, I cannot help it, but I have to ask, okay? When it comes to budgeting, okay, we know that women make most of the financial decisions. I don't care what they say. Okay, been there, and I know it. So, I know you are busy sorting out your clients' books, right? So, who really is in charge, or because I'm sure you are totally, I'm sure that I should say you profess what you possess, and that you have your family budget, you got the family operating expenses. So who handles all of this at home?
Typically I do. So my husband, I love it. I always said, he's like, he always he's like, I don't know what's in their account. If you need anything, ask Annie. So I do our family budget. Every month, make a budget and I keep the budget up to date. I make sure the bills gets paid. That's what I do. I do finance. I look at numbers every day. So I'm checking and see, okay, has this bill been paid? What is our budget left? How does it, and I manage all of those. And I have an awesome husband who just lets it's like, I know that's what you do. He's a sales guy. I'm a numbers girl. So he said, you do that and tell me, just let me know what the budget is. So that way when I have to go spend on personal stuff, I know what the budget is for that month. So I do all the budgeting and planning for the family.
Okay. So you seem to have a little thing going there, which is good, which is not always the case, because I could tell you, I've come across a lot of couples that when it comes to finance, they cannot even have a conversation. It is an argument. Okay. Yeah. So that is really good to see that being in harmony and being aligned when it comes to how you handle your money. Yeah. It's so quintessential. Now, my last question for you today, Annie, is what is the secret to making it work without sacrificing your sanity, your me time, your family time, or impacting the growth of your business?
That's a really good question. I think I won't say it's secret, but what really is work for both me and my husband, like I mentioned, we're both business owners. He's extremely busy and I'm extremely busy. So one of the biggest thing we prioritize is, at least for me, every morning I have to have my morning time. I want to get up. I get up early, whether I get my prayer in, I just set my day and set my atmosphere through, again, I mentioned I'm a Christian, through getting my devotion in, through praying, to, connecting with my faith. I set that in the morning and even throughout my day, right? Because trust me, when you walk out the doors, things happen. Throughout my day, things comes. Employees are pulling me here. Like sometimes I may not get stuff done, which is fine. So what I do is, when I'm done in the morning, I make myself a note, the goals for the day. If it's 2 things, I need to get off that goal, or like at least 2 to 3 things on my checklist I want to be done with by today. For me, that'll be a successful day. So I make a goal for the day, what I want to get done. And basically throughout my day, as things come, things come along the way, and I just pray through it. And also taking a break. It's okay as a business owner to take a lunch break. Yep. But leave the computer, leave everything, even if it's a crazy day, go outside, go walk, go breathe, take a break from work, right? That's throughout the day, every day, take a break. I also make it important to work out. So I try, even if I'm busy, I work out at my husband's gym with one of our personal trainer there. I put it down on my calendar and I show up. I said, I'm going to work out because it really helps relieve your stress working out. And at the end of the day, making sure you don't burn out. You actually do take what I call mini vacation. If that's a 3-day weekend, if whatever you want to do, make sure you're taking care of your health, because if you don't take care of your health and if you don't take care of your body, you will not have the energy or the fuel to be successful at work, to be successful at home, or to be the best parent to your kids. So making sure you recognize the signs of burnout. And if you know that you're at that place where you want to burn out, like me and my husband, because we're busy running our business, we make sure a priority every quarter or every 2 to 3 months, we take at least a break, a weekend or 3 or 4 day or 5 days, go somewhere quiet. I love being in nature and just be there. Don't take computer, just relax to recharge and come back, because you need to be at 100%, 100% for your employees, for your little guy, for your friends and your family. So that's will be my recommendation.
Well, that's great. This calls for also a lot of organization. And a lot of discipline, right? And a lot of consistency.
Yeah.
Which are clearly the attributes of a great leader.
Thank you.
Okay? Yeah. So I'm going to wind down some and sum it all up. And thanking you also, Annie, for sharing your wisdom. So today we talked about how to manage it all. As a mother, a wife, and a business owner, women wear so many hats and juggle so many responsibilities. We are the COO of the home. We are the chief executive officer of the business. And we are the chief, I would say, human resource officer of the family. Okay, so we must ascertain that we have a solid life work integration blueprint in place. And Annie, you are, through the show today, you have demonstrated that you do have that in place. So I commend you for that. I'm going to leave you listeners with these last thoughts. Mothers are so often judged for abandoning their children when returning to work full-time, whilst fathers are expected to go to work to provide for the family. Okay, so why is this sexist, I would say, stereotype still so present in our seemingly progressive society? Okay, some women don't have the option of being a stay-at-home mom, while others choose to go back to work because they don't want to give up their career. So whatever the reason, deciding to be a working woman is, It's a choice that you should be admired, not judged or shamed. Okay, so if you are feeling guilty about not being with your child all the time, it is time to let it go.
Yeah.
Focus on the positive things that your work life is contributing to the family. Be confident that you are making the best choice for your whole family, including yourself. Okay, self-care is important. Your child will feel the extent of your love and understand your sacrifice. So, to all the busy moms out here, I would like to pause for a moment and acknowledge your awesomeness. So, as you know, I like to end the show with a quote. And today I selected one from an American author called Sharon James. And the quote reads, "Successful mothers are not the ones that have never struggled. They are the ones that never give up despite the struggles." Okay, so before I forget, Annie, tell the audience how they can contact you if they wanted to share in your wisdom.
Yeah, definitely. So you can contact me through my email, which should be on the banner below. It's Annie@SiefaBookkeeping.com. You can go on our Facebook, go on our Instagram page, go on our website. We have our phone numbers there, and as well as you can drop by the office. But yeah, my email address is actually on the bottom of the banner. You can go to our website and get in touch with us through there.
Great. So for more information about how to achieve financial wellness from the inside out and live a purposeful life with the money you have, join me next week, Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time for my Bermuda peeps over there, 10 a.m. Friday, Brisbane, Australia time for my Australian friends. Thank you for being here today on the Merging Life and Money Show. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I will be back again next week. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye for now.
Thank you.